Microtransactions. It seems to have created a bit of a divide amongst Doom Eternal fans. I can kind of see why. I'm not a huge fan of microtransactions. Maybe I'm a bit more old school or old fashioned, but I do think that we must remember that there's probably a lot of new players that have joined the franchise, especially since the new DLCs have been released. So what about those players, the new people who are interested in Doom Eternal and who want some of these skins? Yes, you were able to get them for free, but unless you were really on the pulse with the game and are a real fan of the game and you happen to love skins, only then you would be following a lot of these events and doing them as they come. I love the skins, I love the events, I do them as much as possible, but I appreciate that it may not be the same for everyone. Some people might just want to dip in and out of the game, only get a certain skin that appeals to them, and if they're new to the franchise, they wouldn't be able to get them for free. Yes, there'll probably be a mini event that they will be able to do and maybe get it for free. We shall see if that's the case. But apart from that, how can they get those skins? I think Doom Eternal has tried to strike a balance between the existing fan base who like the skins and who are probably likely to collect them as soon as they appear, and new players. What we have to remember as well is that there was never an official strapline from id or Bethesda or Doom Eternal in regards to microtransactions. I know Hugo replied to someone on Facebook before the game was released that it wouldn't have a store and it was a $60 game and it was all inclusive. And that might have been the case at that particular time, but it wasn't an official statement. It was Hugo's statement, and it may have been that that was the plan by id before the game was released. But things change, and I think is that in big organizations some decisions are made by a variety of people and departments. So it could be that this decision was okayed by Bethesda, by higher management at id, or maybe Microsoft. I don't really know. I think we just have to see it for what it is. Microtransactions are a part of gaming nowadays, whether we like it or not. At least we have been able to access these skins for free in the past. I know the Doomicorn was linked to Twitch Prime on release, but you were still able to get that for free if you did an Amazon free trial and then linked it with Twitch Prime. So I see that as a bit separate. Where I would draw the line is if they started releasing skins that you could only obtain if you paid money and there was no other way to get them. They haven't done that yet, and I don't think they will do. And the other line for me would be if you could pay for Ultra Nightmare skins. I'm not an Ultra Nightmare player, but I personally think that players put a lot of effort into getting those cosmetics, and I just don't think it would be okay to be able to purchase that. Those would be my only two caveats. So for what it is, I accept it, and I understand that sometimes decisions change, but let's please remember that there was never an official statement saying that there wouldn't be microtransactions. I think whether the price is too steep or not is up to each person to decide. At least it strikes some kind of balance, in my opinion, between those fans like myself who have been playing the game since release and are really into skins and make sure that we play the events when they happen, and between maybe fans who prefer to dip in and out of the game, and access things when and where they need them, or because they maybe fancy one skin over another. So it is what it is. I'm happier to concentrate on the master levels that will be released, and the loads more content in that regard that will be coming our way. I still love the game, love the DLCs. I think Hugo's contribution to the community is phenomenal. I'm a big fan of id as a company and what they believe in and how they approach their game design. So this doesn't change anything for me, but I think it's worthwhile just putting some things out there and just seeing the context of it, I guess, and getting a bit of perspective before maybe getting too irate about it. So that's it really. That's my thoughts on it. Thank you for watching, and I'd be curious to hear yours as well. Thanks guys, take care and see you soon.